To say Steam is a bit popular kind of feels like saying that it's a bit cold in the Antarctic, and just yesterday the Steam platform reached a very impressive new peak of 14.2 million simultaneous users, which is not exactly a drop in the bucket. Now you might wonder, well, which games actually contributed to this very impressive milestone for Valve? Well, many of the games that led Steam in revenue for last year were also charting near the top for concurrent users when they actually surpassed that 14 million milestone. These are games like GTA 5, Civilization 5, Football Manager 2017, and so on. These each hit about 50,000 and 100,000 users apiece. However, the real contributors were games such as CSGO and, of course, the one and only Dota 2, which just continues to be a steamrolling monster with huge amounts of players. They had 671,363 and 951,942 users respectively, and both of these games actually had tournaments going on at the weekend, which undoubtedly helped balloon these figures somewhat. Now what's actually kind of interesting is that they almost reached this figure a few days ago on January the 2nd. They actually registered 13,875,773 players on that particular day at 7:10 according to SteamDB, which of course I will link in the description below. So they came within a hair of doing it then, but just yesterday they did reach over 14 million, and at the time of recording they are still over 14 million concurrent players online. Now, while I would love to give you a more complete picture of what's going on in console in terms of concurrent users, it is of course down to Microsoft and Sony to share that information, and I cannot find any real information about the concurrent users. However, I do have information about how many Xbox Live and PSN users there are. However, this information is a little bit out of date, so do keep that in mind. And of course, this isn't concurrent users, this is just total users. However, for Xbox Live back in January, according to WindowsCentral.com, there were 48 million users, and as for Sony, in June of last year, there were 21 million PlayStation Plus subscribers. Again, the number of active users, that being concurrent users, is much harder to grasp from those numbers, but I still wanted to give those to you anyway, just as, hey, here's how many total users there are, just to kind of give a little bit of a picture of what's going on in console. Unfortunately, I could not get my hands on any real information regarding the concurrent users. I'm going to endeavour to make it my mission to try and see if I can get a comment from Microsoft and Sony for a more complete report in the future, but for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.